is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. First, an alert day has been issued for later this week for the potential of strong to severe storms.
Well, let's go right to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi with a look at our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on Thursday for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms that will develop as the atmosphere starts to moisten up and we see more widespread thunderstorms. So right now, the alert day in the forecast for the potential for heavy rain, high winds and hail, maybe even an isolated tornado, depending on when the storms develop, especially if the early part of the day stays dry and we see storms fire up in the afternoon. Severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk of isolated severe thunderstorms over much of the state. That's a level 1, but to our south and west, a level 2 or more scattered severe thunderstorms from Iowa to far southwestern Wisconsin. Tonight there have been a few strong to severe thunderstorms over parts of Iowa, but those are heading southeastward. We could see a stray shower or thunderstorm tonight or through the day tomorrow, but right now nothing is imminent. High temperatures on the cool side today, not as cool as yesterday, but 72 is the high in Madison. Janesville topped out at 75. Right now temperatures are mainly in the upper 50s to the lower 60s, but dew point temperatures that are in the upper 40s to lower 50s will start to increase as moisture in Iowa heads in our direction. So look for a high tomorrow of 79 degrees with a outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm. The better chances will come on Thursday. I'll have more details in the forecast in a few minutes.
New at 10, Republicans this evening have blocked a procedural vote to advance a sweeping voting reforms bill in the U.S. Senate. With a 50-50 vote, the effort fell far short of the 60 votes needed to overcome a filibuster. All Republicans opposed the voting rights bill and voted against taking up the legislation. The legislation is Democrats' answer to restrictive voting measures enacted in GOP-led states following the 2020 presidential election. In Wisconsin, the ball is in the governor's court tonight on a set of voting bills passed today by the state assembly. One bill would prevent election officials from filling in missing information on absentee ballots. The others would require disabled and elderly voters to show ID to vote absentee. Governor Evers is expected to veto all of them. These bills are part of a nationwide fight over elections laws following the presidential election.
Well, also new tonight, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi plans to create a new committee to investigate the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. She made the announcement during a closed-door meeting this evening, according to two sources familiar with the discussions. This select committee was one of several options the Speaker had to consider after Republicans blocked a bipartisan effort for an independent investigation a couple months ago. President Joe Biden is coming to southwestern Wisconsin next week. We don't know specifically where just yet. We do know he'll be discussing agriculture and rural economics, and he will be joined by U.S. Department of Agriculture Secretary, former Iowa Governor Tom Vilsack. The trip will be President Biden's second to the state this year. Connecticut tonight becoming the 19th state to legalize the recreational use of marijuana. The bill also erases certain marijuana-related convictions and reserves business licenses for people in communities impacted by the war on drugs. Beginning July 1st, those 21 and older can legally possess up to 1.5 ounces and up to 5 ounces stored at home or locked in their vehicle. Retail sales are expected to begin by the end of 2022. Next at 10, when you're out in your garden, ecologists want you to look for something. Jumping worms.
They're an invasive species that's spreading quickly across Wisconsin and the U.S. Amanda Quintana shows us what you should do if you see them and why you should look sooner rather than later.
These worms are nothing new. They were discovered here in the Arboretum in 2013 when they weren't really being looked for.
We went out to the field to look for something else, and the second that we looked in this sugar maple forest in the litter, there were just dozens of them squirming, jumping.
That discovery launched a whole research program here that Brad Herrick has been leading.
We're trying to really get a handle on how can we at least slow this spread so that we can learn more about their impact on the environment.
But the worms are spreading quickly, not on their own, but by people who probably don't even know it, through moving mulch or plants, even on boots, similarly to how they got here, probably transported in plants from Asia.
And there's no predators for them, more or less, and so they're able to spread and change the soil structure. They eat a lot of the organic matter that's really important for plants.
Brad searched for a jumping worm to show you what to look for in your garden. They don't really jump, but flop around and move like a snake.
Jumping worms produce this really fine coffee ground-like soil.
If you see this crumbly, loose soil or changes in your plants, that could be them. To find them, you can pour a mixture of mustard powder and water.
If there are earthworms, they'll come right to the surface, and you can pick them out.
Then get rid of them.
We recommend putting them in a bag, in a plastic bag, tying it tight, leaving it in the sun for a couple hours, and then throwing them away.
The earlier you detect an invasion, the easier it'll be to remove all the worms. And once you know, the more careful you'll be about not spreading them to neighboring yards.
This one is not mature yet. It's pretty short. It'll get twice as long.
Late June, early July is the perfect time to see them in your garden. So now is a really good time to look. Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
Now, the drought we've been experiencing has a lot of bad effects, but one good one is that the jumping worms don't have the moisture they need to survive, so some of them could die off with this lack of rain. Still, many are out in the Madison area.
Even though people drove a lot less during the pandemic, traffic deaths were way up. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimated that 38,680 people died in crashes in 2020. That is the largest projected number of deaths since 2007. A major bridge over the Mississippi River is getting closer to opening again. The I-40 bridge connecting Tennessee to Arkansas has been closed since May 11th after an inspector found a crack in its structure. Officials say the repair plates needed to fix the problem have started to arrive. They believe work will continue through next month, but have not issued an official estimate for when the bridge may reopen for traffic.
Well, speaking of that, on Capitol Hill, talks are intensifying as White House negotiators continue to meet with lawmakers to try to hammer out a bipartisan deal on infrastructure. The American Society of Civil Engineers issued its latest report card for our nation's infrastructure back in March.
The good news was the grade went up across 17 categories to a C-. The bad news is it's still a C-. This is definitely kind of a historic time for infrastructure. I think for decades, we've kind of taken a generation off of investing in infrastructure at the federal level.
West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, a key vote, is one of more than 20 senators now backing the $1.2 trillion proposal. The White House says the president is encouraged by the talks, but the two sides are still at odds over how to pay for the plan.
More promising COVID-19 numbers today in Wisconsin's road to recovery. The state's 7-day positivity rate has remained under 1% for nearly a week now. The 7-day average of new cases per day also went down slightly to 69. Governor Evers and the State Department of Health Services say a new program will connect school districts with local COVID testing partners who will help with on-site testing for teachers, staff, students, and families next school year. The goal is to make testing more available so schools can continue to operate safely.
A new national survey suggests the pandemic spread more in the U.S. during the first 6 months than everyone originally thought. The National Institutes of Health analyzed blood samples from more than 8,000 volunteers who said they were never diagnosed with COVID-19, and close to 5% of them had antibodies. And based off those findings, the NIH estimated nearly 17 million people had COVID-19 by the end of July last year, but never noticed any symptoms and were never diagnosed with it. Well, if you get your vaccination at Walgreens now, you can walk away with a $25 gift card announced today. Those rewards will be available immediately following the vaccination for those who have My Walgreens accounts. If you don't have an account, you can opt to receive a $25 Walgreens gift card. The company hopes to encourage more people to get a shot in support of the president's National Month of Action. A new study by Bankrate.com suggests working from home is helping people save money. 57% of those surveyed said working from home had a positive effect on their finances, but those savings appear to have benefited those who need them the least. The survey found the more money you make, the more likely you are able to work from home.
The federal government plans to designate part of Lake Michigan as a national marine sanctuary to protect historic shipwrecks in the area. NOAA will publish regulations designating 962 miles from Kewaunee County to Ozaukee County as a sanctuary. It will protect 36 shipwrecks, the majority of which are on the National Register of Historic Places. In a statement, Governor Evers said this will be the second sanctuary of its kind in the country. Today, the city of Madison officially opened its first state-of-the-art fleet facility. The Fleet building has specific sustainability features that set it apart from other buildings. Foam insulation reduces heating and air conditioning costs. There's an LED light system and rooftop solar along with EV charging stations as well. The overall cost of the project was $33 million. The City of Madison Fleet Division uses this building.
Still ahead tonight, your updated forecast and the latest on this week's chance of storms, plus a booming local housing market putting home ownership out of reach for many would-be buyers. We'll have that story next. Stay with us.
This is a Wisconsin farmer. She grows the locally sourced freshness, the freshness that complements the wild-caught salmon, the salmon that tees up the cheesecake that sweetens every moment. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. That's why Johnsonville created its new ground taco sausage. That's right, taco sausage. Premium cuts of ground pork authentically seasoned with cumin and garlic. Next taco night, skip the seasoning packets. Just sizzle and serve. Because with new Johnsonville taco sausage, the only thing between your family and tasty tacos is 10 minutes.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get 0% financing for 72 months on select popular Chevy SUVs. Or get a $3,000 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado Crew Cab pickups.
This is a Wisconsin brewmaster. He brews the local craft beer, the beer that washes down the Oktoberfest brat, the brat that pairs with the potato salad that befriends the burger that tastes like victory. Festival Foods. We are Wisconsin.
Wednesday morning, we are tempting your taste buds by making tacos and margaritas in the 608.
And we'll get you caught up on all of the big news from overnight to help you prepare for your day. Join us between 4:30 and 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Target is pledging to reach zero waste and emissions by 2040. The company is calling its new sustainability strategy Target Forward. In a news release today, Target laid out 3 broad goals: design and elevate sustainable brands, innovate to eliminate waste, and accelerate equity and opportunity. In addition to aiming to be a net zero company by 2040, Target wants to be a market leader for inclusive, sustainable brands and experiences by 2030. McDonald's will launch its first ever nationwide loyalty program July 8th. It's aimed at expanding McDonald's customer base and enticing existing patrons to be more loyal in the highly competitive world of fast food. The program, called My McDonald's Rewards, is only available on its app and gives customers 100 points for every $1 spent. You can add up the points and get free items.
Microsoft is joining an exclusive club. The company's market capitalization topped $2 trillion during trading today. The tech giant is only the second publicly traded American company behind Apple to reach that mark. The company first passed the $1 trillion mark just over 2 years ago, but it got a big boost from the pandemic as consumer demand shot up because people spent more time on their devices. Krispy Kreme is going public. The initial public offering is next week. The donut yogurt giant has been private since 2016 when it was bought by a private firm. Krispy Kreme is offering roughly 26.7 million shares of stock at $21 to $24 per share. The ticker symbol will be DNUT and will list on the NASDAQ.
U.S. home prices hit a new record in May. The National Association of Realtors says the median existing home price last month was $350,300. That is a 24% hike from a year ago. It marks the 111th consecutive month of year-over-year price gains. Coincidentally or not, the rise in cost comes as home sales are falling. The Midwest, in fact, was the only region that saw a rise in sales in May. In Dane County, those prices are still skyrocketing, also averaging nearly $350,000.
And they're likely far from reaching their peak. Jamie Perez looked into why and what first-time buyers can do to compete.
If you're looking to buy a home in Dane County,
seeing multiple offers, 20, 30 offers per house.
Be prepared to face some stiff competition.
I've never seen anything like it. I don't think anybody alive today really has either.
John Thompson deals with mortgage lending. He says people are doing things to buy homes that he's never seen before.
In a case in DeForest, I believe, where people paid, I think it was something on the order of like $300,000 or $400,000 over the asking price without even going into the house.
People are resorting to a lot of interesting techniques to be the winner in a 10 to 20 person bidding war.
Realtor David Stark says the smaller 3 to 10% down payment often doesn't come close. Some people are now putting down 20 to 30% up front.
I've seen crazy markets. I've never seen this version of crazy.
People are offering up to 30% more than the high prices already listed on homes, all contributing to the fact that there's so much demand chasing such little supply.
Housing shortage goes all the way back to the recession of 15 years ago. That we were underbuilt and we've never been able to catch up.
Stark and Thompson said they don't see prices falling anytime soon, but they are focused on partnering with others to make homes more affordable by increasing that supply over time, which in turn will slow the rapid increase on home prices overall. Until that happens, Stark suggests that first-time home buyers sit down with a good realtor, set boundaries, and live within them.
But if a buyer wants to come in with a lower down payment, they can certainly do that. They just have to find the right circumstances. They have to find the right lender, get a good pre-approval, like I said, so that the seller knows that they're going to have a closing.
And that was Jamie Perez reporting. Stark says millennials are the biggest group of home buyers ever, which is why we are seeing so much demand right now. That, plus the pandemic, escalated the market prices. Home buyers can expect their mortgage payment to be between $1,500 to $2,000 a month.
After 7 years in Madison, Red Rock Saloon will be moving from its current location on Johnson Street over to State Street. It'll be moving into the old Hopcat location. That building has been vacant since Hopcat closed in September of last year. And here's some good news tonight for all of the coffee drinkers out there, all of you. A new study shows regular coffee drinkers are 21% less likely to develop chronic liver disease and 49% less likely to die from it. Now, ground coffee produced the best results in this study, but there were also some benefits to instant coffee. The rates of some types of serious liver diseases have surged in the U.S. in recent decades.
And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at our first warn forecast.
Well, we're continuing to watch the weather for Thursday. We have an alert day in the forecast now for the potential for thunderstorms that could bring heavy rain, hail, and high winds, even an outside threat of an isolated tornado. A lot of it will depend on how these storms develop. They're still more than 2 days out, but what we're expecting to happen is some thunderstorms to develop, and then there could be a couple of waves of storms, and they may interact with one another. If we have storms early in the day, that might lessen the instability, kind of like what happened on Father's Day, and keep the severe weather threat lower. Tonight, there have been some showers and thunderstorms across Iowa, even a couple of isolated severe thunderstorms there, with hail being the main threat. But notice the southeastward movement, but eventually as the atmosphere starts to moisten up, dew point temperatures are in the upper 50s near the Mississippi River. So as the atmosphere becomes a little more moist, we'll probably start to see a few showers and thunderstorms make it into southern Wisconsin overnight. Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook for tonight has a marginal risk for isolated severe thunderstorms across much of Iowa. Tomorrow, there'll be some isolated severe thunderstorms in northwestern Wisconsin, and the next batch developing to the south and west will probably be in between those areas. But on Thursday, the severe weather threat expands to the north and east, and the highest severe weather threat, the slight risk area, level 2, for some at least a few severe thunderstorms, extends from southwestern Wisconsin through much of Iowa. A marginal risk of severe thunderstorms for more isolated severe thunderstorms across the rest of the state. And we could get some decent rainfall out of this. Future track computer models are showing some areas of 1 to 2 inches of rain through central Wisconsin and general half-inch to inch rains over much of southern Wisconsin. But just like when you're dealing with any kind of thunderstorms, it'll be spotty. Some areas will pick up a couple of inches, and other areas may pick up less than a half an inch of rain. But more general thunderstorm activity through the rest of the weekend. The computer models are showing a general 1 to 2 inch rainfall across much of the state. And then as we head through next week, it'll be dry for the middle part of the week, but maybe seeing a few more showers and thunderstorms toward the end of the week. You add that all up over the next 10 days, and we could be looking at some 2 to 3 inch rainfall amounts with some areas down to the south, even more than that. So not a drought buster yet, but we're getting closer. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for just a chance for a shower or thunderstorm overnight into tomorrow. It'll become warm and also more humid for Thursday and Friday, and that will lead to the better chances for showers and thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. High temperatures today were in the 70s across Wisconsin, but a warm front that's triggering the thunderstorms in Iowa had temperatures in the 80s in Des Moines and 90s by the time you got out to Omaha, Nebraska. So the heat is not too far away. Our forecast for tomorrow calls for a high temperature of 79 degrees. It'll be variably cloudy, just a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. On future track, a chance for a shower or thunderstorm overnight and through the day tomorrow. Most of the time it'll be dry. Tomorrow night will probably be dry and milder with winds out of the south, getting temperatures in the upper 60s, and then some shower and thunderstorm chances on Thursday. That's when we'll have to watch out for the potential for some severe weather. And again, rainfall amounts, some areas 1 to 2 inches, other areas less than that, but generally about a half inch to an inch of rain expected. 7 to 10 day forecast calls for thunderstorm chances through Saturday and Sunday, lesser chance on Sunday, and then dry for much of next week before a little more humidity toward the end of the week brings some shower and thunderstorm chances. So cross your fingers, we'll get some rain out of this. We just want to stay away from the severe weather.
We will keep an eye on Thursday. Gary, thank you. Just ahead in sports, Cambridge standout Eli Stein is heading to Arkansas to play college football, but one of the best long snappers in the country chose to be a Razorback. Zach has sports next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ooh, how much are these?
2 as low as $59.95.
I'll take them all. I'll mark them up at least 10 times.
I'm sorry, but your card was declined.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA. Every MyPillow is made with passion here in my home state of Minnesota to ensure you get the best sleep of your life.
One of the things that I really like about MyPillow is the support. It gives my neck a little hug.
I've never slept better in my life. What's better than a great night's sleep?
Call or go online to take advantage of my best offer ever. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, you can get premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's right, only $29.98. That's the lowest price ever. I tried every pillow from expensive down pillows that just went flat to fiber-filled pillows that rebound every time you move your head. I even tried those memory foam pillows, and the curve did not match my neck, and it probably won't match yours. That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
MyPillow has a 10-year warranty. It's machine washable and dryable. And I back them with my 60-day money-back guarantee. Call or go online now to take advantage of my best offer ever. Use the promo code to get queen-size premium MyPillows regularly $69.98 for only $29.98. Get king-size MyPillows for just $5 more. It's the lowest price ever. This is a limited time offer and not available in stores. Don't delay, order now. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Only my good side. How was Stanton Optical? Terrible?
It was the best experience. I got a same-day eye exam and just picked up my new glasses.
Cut! We can't use this one either.
Walk-in eye exams without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam, as low as $59.95.
After beating the Nets in Game 7, the Bucks stock went way up. Not only are they the favorites to win the East, but the Deer are the pick to win it all. The Eastern Conference runs through Pfizer Forum starting on Wednesday, a place where Milwaukee is a perfect 5-0 in the playoffs. So the odds are pretty good. They're going to get the job done. But the only thing on the mind of Brook Lopez, a cart, a horse in Game 1.
We're confident. We're ready. We understand what we need to do and everything that's at stake. You know, and this is obviously a great chance and a great opportunity for us, you know, but what is it? You can't put the cart before the horse or whatever. You know, we got a lot of business to take care of still. So, you know, we got to go get Game 1.
Way back in February, after Wisconsin lost to Iowa at the Kohl Center, the Badger men's basketball team held a meeting. The 7 seniors, Greg Gard and his coaching staff, aired everything out, which is normal. What isn't? The meeting was secretly recorded, edited, and made public. What was leaked didn't paint Greg Gard of the program in the best light. Now, Gard issued a statement saying he has his players' backs and is committed to their development beyond basketball. And that recording shows a complete lack of care for our program culture and for the confidentiality that is owed to our student athletes. Eli Stein headed to SEC country. The Cambridge long snapper made it official and announced he's going to play football for the Razorbacks. And in case you didn't know, the Blue Jay is one of the best long snappers in the country. Stein is a 5-star recruit. He's rated the number 3 long snapper in his class, and he's going to play in the 2022 High School All-American Bowl. So why Arkansas? Well, it just felt right.
It was just kind of in the moment. Like, I just kind of knew it was right. Not many long snappers get scholarships out of high school. So it was just an offer I didn't want to pass up. You know, like I said, it was everything I've ever wanted. You know, it'd be, you know, stupid to pass it up.
Brewers looking to bounce back after last night's loss to the Diamondbacks. This is going to help. 3rd pitch of the game, and Colton Wong sends a souvenir to right. His 6th home run of the year puts the Brew Crew up 1-0. This one still going on. Brewers up 1-0 in the 6th inning. And tickets were punched to the state baseball tournament tonight in Division II. Jefferson took down Mount Horeb to advance the state, while Southwestern topped Bangor in Division IV. Sun Prairie plays this Friday in the D1 quarterfinals. The rest of the tournament begins on Monday. We're back after this.
Celebrate the freedom of a great night's sleep during the July 4th sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, everything is on sale, like the budget-friendly Summit Firm, only $284.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The July 4th sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
There's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner, and then there are McCafe's bakery sweets, which are whatever you want them to be.
Get a bakery sweet, plus any size hot or iced coffee or soft drink for just $3.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes, and now he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. That's why US Cellular doesn't have any hidden requirements. So you can get the latest phone with no activation fees, required phone trade-ins, or anything like that. That's all there is to it.
Get a Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. The nationwide network built from your town up. US Cellular.
Celebrate the freedom of a great night's sleep during the July 4th sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, everything is on sale, like the budget-friendly Summit Firm, only $284.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The July 4th sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters.
Finally tonight, check this out. Scientists believe they may have found a way to study the interior of Venus without landing on its surface. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and Caltech have developed a balloon that's able to detect earthquakes on Earth. Barometers which measure changes in air pressure are attached to the high-altitude balloons. Using the technology, scientists were able to detect aftershocks of an earthquake in California in 2019. So scientists are hoping this technique can be used to reveal the mysteries of Venus, since nothing is able to land on the planet.
The amazing world of science.
I don't think you want to get close to Venus, even from a balloon.
No, very, very hot, volatile. Gary, you're going to join us with more science right here.
Right. We got some thunderstorms across Iowa. These may clip parts of southern Wisconsin overnight into tomorrow. But Thursday, there's a severe weather threat through much of the central Midwest. Highest threat over the far western parts of our viewing area. Right now, temperatures are in the lower 60s. Dew point temperatures still in the upper 40s, but as it becomes more humid, we'll see better chances for rain.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us at 10.
Do something good. We'll see you back here tomorrow.